Dear students, welcome you all for the sixth and seventh session of Treasury Management. So in this session, we are going to discuss what is cash budget and also how to prepare a cash budget for a company. So in this session, we are going to discuss the cash budget, what is meaning, all these things, then preparation of cash budget, then the format of cash budget. So cash budget, the meaning is there in the word itself. It is a budget regarding all the cash receipts and cash payments. So it is an estimate of cash inflows and cash outflows. How much cash will come to the organization, in the sense receipts, how much cash will go out of the organization, that means payments. Next, the cash budget is prepared when cash flows are more volatile and predictable. So why cash budget is required for the organization is because we do not know how the market will be in the next or in the coming days. It may, because every market is more volatile, so that's why the company has to prepare cash budget so that they can manage the inflows and outflows properly, and if there is any problem, if there is any risk, they can manage that risk with the proper precaution. Then cash budget can be prepared on daily basis, so it can be on daily basis, per day you can prepare, or per week also you can prepare, for fortnightly you can prepare, for 15 days, or per monthly, or for quarterly, or for annual basis also can be prepared. So how to prepare the cash budget? So there are certain steps followed here, okay, and simple basic steps is, okay, is preparing the or estimating the cash inflow and estimating the cash outflow. That's all. The remaining balance is either surplus or it will be deficit, either of the one. So it has two components, as I told you: estimation of cash receipts. So how much cash receipt that you are going to make in that particular period. Okay, it's not the credit receipts, it's only the cash receipts. And second one is cash payments, how much payments that you have to make. So steps are simple. The first step is ascertaining the opening balance of the cash. For example, if you are preparing the monthly cash budget, the previous month's closing balance will be the opening balance for the next month. If you are preparing the cash budget for the annual basis, so whatever the balance which is there on the 31st March will be the opening balance for the 1st April. So this is how we have to ascertain. Then estimate the cash inflows for the period. So how much cash receipts that you are going to make in that particular period. So you have to total it up. For example, if you are receiving any interest, if you are receiving any dividend, if you are receiving any other receipts, if you are receiving any, how much amount that you are going to receive from the sales, all these things. Then third one, estimate the schedule of disbursement of cash or cash payments. So how much wages that you have to pay, how much purchases that you have to make, how much raw materials that you have to buy, how much salaries that you have to pay. So you have to make an estimate. So then you will get the balance. So that is, balance is either surplus or deficit. So ascertain the closing balance of cash. So this is the format of cash budget. So here the cash budget is done on quarterly basis. So particulars, first what you have to do is you have to write the opening balance here. So opening balance has to be written. So where it has to be written? For only first month, because you will not know the opening balance for May and June unless you calculate for April month. Okay, so first you write the opening balance. Second one, estimate the cash inflows as per the steps. So what are the cash inflows? Cash sales, cash collected from debtors, interest received on investment, cash inflow on issue of new securities if you are issuing any shares, if you are issuing any debentures. So cash will come in. Then raising of loans, if you are taking any loans from bank or financial institutions, cash will come in. So there is an inflow of cash. And if you are selling any assets, while selling the asset, the cash will come in. And if you are receiving any dividend, so these are the various sources of cash inflows for the company. So it has to be written here in this column. Then total inflows in the month, including the opening balance and all the cash inflows. So we'll get total cash inflows. Then estimate the cash outflows. So what are the outflows? Outflows can be cash purchases, then payment to sundry creditors for credit purchases, then payment to wages, salaries and rent, other expenses, payment of other administrative expenses like printing, stationery, and equipments, all these things, rent, rates, advertisements, okay, all these administrative expenses. Then payment in the nature of capital expenditure. For example, if you have purchased any equipment, any machinery, any building, any land, that is also included here because cash will go out. Then loan payment and loan repayment if any. Then if there is any tax that you have to pay, that also should be included. Then if you are making any dividend, because if there is any shareholders, you have to make the dividends, so that also you have to write. Then last one is payment of interest on loan. If you have taken the loan, okay, if you have taken the loan, it is a inflow, but outflow is interest on loan and installment, so that you have to write here. So total all the outflows, so write here total cash outflows. Then you will get the difference, that is total inflows minus total outflows will be your closing balance. So this closing balance has to be written where? It has to be written here for the month of May. Same way it has to be calculated, and this closing balance again it will become opening balance for the month of June. Again write all the amounts, then you will get again closing balance. It will be the opening balance for the next month. So this is how we have to calculate the cash, or we have to prepare the cash budget. So thank you for watching this video.